Nikon just walked onto the cinema field with red at its side. In-camera red code on a Nikon body, a new V-RAPTOR XE, and an entire Z cinema ecosystem. This isn't a rumor cycle. It's the moment Nikon says, we're in the big league. What's up, crew? Today we're breaking down Nikon Cinema Play, the Nikon ZR with internal R3D, the V-RAPTOR XE launch, Jardland's blessing, and what a Nikon Red Alliance means for indie shooters and studio workflows. We'll hit specs, image science, codecs, pipelines, and yes, that Bayhem yellow ZR. Nikon's acquisition of Red Digital Cinema set the stage. Now the Nikon ZR arrives running Red code natively on Nikon's processors. That's historic. It's not replacing Red bodies, but it proves Red's codec is living inside Nikon Silicon. Alongside it, Red's V-RAPTOR XE drops, a streamlined sibling of V-RAPTOR X that keeps the 8K LF global shutter magic but packages it for agile, indie-friendly workflows. Translation: Nikon's not dabbling, it's fusing Red's image science with Nikon processing and Z-mount ecosystem. The Nikon ZR is Nikon's first camera positioned squarely at cinema pros, and the headline is internal R3D. That means native red code capture for high-end post pipelines. Think flexible debayer, compression ratios, color management baked for cinema. Z-mount glass and adapters open huge lensing options, S35 and FF coverage, PL via adapter in many rigs. Paired with Nikon's processing, you get a hybrid of red looks plus Nikon speed or efficiency. If you've ever tried matching mirrorless log to R3D in a mixed A-cam/B-cam show, you know why this is big. ZR as a B-cam to a red A-cam suddenly makes way more sense. Color pipeline, metadata, and editorial conform, all happier. After months of quiet, Jardland says it out loud. The ZR is not a Red replacement. It's the first execution of Red code on Nikon processors, and that's a monumental step for future Red cameras too. The subtext? This is two-way traffic. Red code evolves on Nikon chips. Nikon learns from Red's cinema DNA. It's rare to get that level of endorsement. It tells us this isn't a licensing footnote, it's a roadmap. Also landing, the V-RAPTOR XE, part of the Z Cinema lineup. It keeps the 8K large format global shutter sensor from V-RAPTOR X. Goodbye rolling shutter skew, but trims the package for independent creators. That means Red's dynamic range, low light dependability, and global shutter motion integrity at a more accessible tier. If you've been priced out of the X, XE is Red's Come Shoot Cinema With Us bridge, especially if your post is already R3D native. Nikon launched an official Z Cinema IG for product drops, events, BTS, signaling a culture shift. Nikon wants to be in the filmmaking conversation, not just the photo lane. Expect a product tree where Nikon bodies and Red bodies sit in the same ecosystem. Shared codecs, shared color management philosophies, shared accessories and rigs. That matters for rentals, DITs, and post. A predictable pipeline beats spec sheets every time. Let's talk real world. R3D in-camera on ZR means you can cut multi-camera shows with fewer color pain points. Red's metadata, ISO, WB, tint, in non-destructive debayer is editorial gold. Mixed lensing, Z-mounts short flange opens PL, EF, LPL via adapters. For dock and commercial, ZR as a compact ACAM, XE or X as hero ACAM, and your colorist gets one codec family. Indie sets win on time. Less wrangling in post equal sign, more margin in the bid. Nikon capped the launch by handing Michael Bay a custom Bayhem Yellow ZR. Yeah, it's playful, but it's also a signal. Top-tier directors are paying attention. For years, Sony and Canon owned the compact cinema conversation. Nikon just redrew the map. With red code and a global shutter 8K sibling in the family, Nikon can argue, we're not a spec chaser, we're a pipeline partner. That hits rental houses, agencies, and streamers who live or die by post-reliability. Who should care? Red shops that need a compact B-cam with R3D? ZR is your natural fit. Commercial dock owner-ops who want an 8K global shutter look without the full X tax. V-RAPTOR XE looks like the sweet spot. Agency streamers standardizing color science and metadata, the Z Cinema Blend simplifies your life. If you're deep in Sony Canon ecosystems with mature lenses and LUTs, you're not switching tomorrow, but you'll feel this pressure on rates, rigs, and deliverables. Nikon X Red just moved from headlines to hardware. Red code on Nikon processors is the headline, V-RAPTOR XE is the access ramp. Z Cinema is the strategy. Question is, will you roll a ZR onto set next to your Red or jump into XE as your first high-end body? Drop your rig plans below. Like if this helped, sub for the full camera tests, and I'll see you in the next one.